Ladies and gentlemen, you are watching yet another episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. It's Thursday night, and you know what that means. It's time for the TNA Wrestling Event Center. And now here's the man that always makes an impact here on YouTube, Eric M. Lima. Thank you very much, Mr. Announcer, sir. Well, hello there, everyone. Welcome to yet another episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. This is episode number 1299 of 1299 of the show, and this will be the last video for today. It is still Thursday, March the 28th, 2024. Happy Patriots Falcons Super Bowl day, as I like to call it. And it's 9:58 p.m. and Impact has been over, so I'll be reporting on Impact. But I want to give a shout out to a new subscriber. Once again, we always get new subscribers, and I'm very, very happy. Little by little, they're coming. German Name 1990. I want to thank you, German Name 1990, for subscribing to my channel, and welcome to my channel. So if any questions, German Name 1990, that you have, please write them in the comment section. I'll try to answer them as best I can. And hopefully we'll have a great, hopefully you have a great rapport. You can comment on any of my videos I have done, and it's a cool, it's been a cool day. So, yeah, it's a little rainy and yucky. I think the rain's supposed to subside by tomorrow afternoon, so to speak. So, yeah, and I know the Red Sox games will start, but I'm not going to be able to watch because I got to get some sleep after this. And I probably would check on via online and all that. I know a lot of people like this Becky Two Belt shirt, and so I will keep the shirt on. So let's have some fun here. We'll talk about TNA, and it all starts in an 8-4-1 knockouts matchup. Here's the deal: there will be 2 teams of 4 in an 8 knockout tag team matchup. The winning team faces off in a 4-way and the winner of that match will be number 1 contender. So, 8-4-1 match. One team is Rosemary, Danny Luna, Zaya Brookside, and Ash by Elegance was supposed to be part of that team, but she had something with her teeth and something was hurting. And so the replacement for Ash by Elegance was none other than Steph DeLander. And they were facing the team of Havoc, Jody Threat, Alicia Edwards, and Masha Slamovich. And Rosemary's team had won the matchup. The 4-1 faced off. Dana Luna got hurt during the matchup. And so it's now between Rosemary, Brookside, and DeLander. And Steph DeLander ended up winning the matchup. And the reason why I think Dana Luna got hurt is because I think Ash by Elegance got involved during the matchup, and then she and George Iceman, her manager, was ejected from ringside. Matt Cardona did return to celebrate with DeLander's victory. Then Steph DeLander will go one-on-one with Jordan Grace for the Knockouts title. Steve Macklin was arguing with the Rascals, and the Rascals said do a thing, and then Steve Macklin was talking to Sabin and basically challenged him to a matchup and a little argument. Time Splitters was talking to Sabin, and then Alex Shelley's kind of questioned Sabin's motive, but it looks like Sabin's been frustrated. As you know, the Motor City Machine Guns contract for TNA is up. Where are they going to go now? Another thing, too, the Knockouts division loses another. Giselle Shaw has been released by the company as well, has left the company, and we all know why, because they said, we all know why, reports are saying that she's been dating Scott D'Amore. So there's that situation. ABC discussed things about Frankie Kazarian, and Chris Bay goes, I want to find Frankie Kazarian and challenge him. And then Ace Austin says, you go right ahead. And the Grizzly Young Veterans were angry at Cody Deaner for costing them the matchup. Deaner responds. He took them both on in a handicap match, with GIV won. Gia Miller, I think, with a new hairstyle, a little shorter, interviewed Nick Nemeth as he's challenging Moose for the championship, and then Alex Shelley comes up and interrupts him. But then Nick Nemeth goes, hey, when I get the title, I'll give you a short shot. He goes, no, why don't we wait? Forget that. I'll take you on next week. And so both men shake hands, and that match could happen. Nick Nemeth and Alex Shelley going one-on-one be a heck of a deal. He could have put the NJPW Global title on the line. He could have done that. But then Josh Alexander was addressing the TNA crowd. This took place in the 2300 Stadium in Philadelphia. in the arena. And he calls out Hammerstone. Hammerstone refused to show up. But Hot Sauce Tracy Williams did and decided to challenge him to a match. Josh Alexander goes, wait, I'm dressed to wrestle. Why not? Since Hammerstone won't come out, I'll take you on. And it was a heck of a matchup between both Hot Sauce Tracy Williams and Alex Hammerstone. Not Hammerstone. Josh Alexander. Alexander did end up winning the matchup, though, and showed Tracy Williams some respect. But Hammerstone attacked both men after the matchup. And then Mustafa Ali was talking to Santino Marella about him being on the cover of Pro Wrestling Illustrated. He was gloating and everything else. And all of a sudden, he starts, Santino Marella suggested, you can face Rhino one-on-one. And you talk about Santino brought Rhino, and Santino was insulting Rhino. Rhino was behind him. And then Santino Marella gave Mustafa Ali, look, and he goes, he's behind me, isn't he? And then Rhino says, I want a match against you. Yeah, but I got Jake something for and I don't care about the title. I just want you one-on-one. You know what that means? I think he wants to shut Rhino up. Like, Rhino wants to shut Ali up. Mustafa Ali's been running his mouth ever since he left the WWE. I'll tell you what, this is going to be very interesting for sure. What happens now that Mustafa Ali is the X Division champion? He's been running his mouth, and you want to take on a big guy like Jake something. You want to get ready for him. Have face Rhino. So that match probably would happen next week too, and so TNA is going to be full of good stuff. Let's see what else happened here. So Mike Bailey took on Eddie Edwards one-on-one. A heck of a matchup between these two gentlemen. Of course, the system tried to get involved during the matchup, and it ended up winning the matchup. Eddie Edwards won the matchup. The system stays up on top. But now PCO, he's walking around in the dark looking for Big Con. Saying, Con. It's like he still wants a piece of Big Con. What's he up to? But then there's a legendary tag team that will be coming to the Impact TNA next week. It will be the FBI, the Full-Blooded Italians. Question is, which team of FBI is going to show up? Is Big Vito making a comeback to the ring? Well, what about Little Guido? Is he going to be part of it? And Tony Mamaluke, maybe? Little Guido and Tony Mamaluke? Maybe part of it? We'll find out next week who the FBI is bringing to the table. Then you got Frankie Kazarian addressing Eric Young, but then Chris Bay interrupts him, challenges him to a matchup, and Kazarian kind of like, look, you want to go? Let's go. AJ Francis and Rich Swann addresses the Philadelphia crowd, and Francis and Swann are now going to operate as a tag team. They're going to be known as First Class. And so AJ Francis and Rich Swann, it will be a heck of a deal. It will be a heck of a team. You get the lightning speed of Rich Swann. You get the power of AJ Francis on your team. So like one of your thunder lightning combos. And it seems to me, Francis Swann, Rich Swann is probably going to have a new attitude change. And I think that's probably what Swann may have needed all along. Like I said about The Rock, Cody Rhodes, a few episodes ago, when I talked about The Rock, I talked about this also on Rant and Rave. Sometimes you want to be the best, you have to level up your attitude and level up in your aggressive style. And Rich Swann had to do it here. I mean, AJ Francis can help him out, no problem there. So there's that. So Tom Hennepin sat down and interviewed with Laredo Kid, and Laredo Kid, the reason why he's been out for a while, he's been in surgery and all that, and injured to his abdomen and all that. But I think he's sitting there, he's ready to go and ready to make a comeback. So Laredo Kid could be a prominent threat in the X Division if given the opportunity. Chris Sabin versus Steve Macklin in the main event. Two former world champions. They were going at it. Heck of a matchup. But Steve Macklin ended up winning in the end. So, but as you know, like I said, the Motor City Machine Guns, Sabin and Shelley, their contracts with TNA are going to be up. Also, a lot of contracts from the ladies at Stardom is going to be up at the end of this month as well. Julia is going to be one of them. But some of the ladies at Stardom will be in a will be, let's see. Let's see what I can find here. I know there was a matchup added to the card. There's a matchup added to the card for Super Card of Honor, Ring of Honor, Super Card of Honor. If I can find it, it'd be great. Give me a second here. Let's see. Let's see if I can find it. Let's see if I can find it. Find it. Give me a second, maybe. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay, give me a second here. Let's see if we can find it here. Let's see. Let's see if I can see if I can find something here. Let's see if I can find. Just give me a second here. Give me a dang second here. Where is it? Okay. 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 Give me a second here. We're doing more time. Let's see. Nope. Where is it? Okay, and okay. Let's see. Oh, okay, here we go. For the Ring of Honor Super Card, it will be a trios matchup. Friday, April the 5th. One team, it will be Mina Shirakawa, Micah, and May Sierra. Will take on Saya Kamatani, Tam Nakano, and AZM. Now, it will be on the part of the Super Card of Honor. Can't wait for that matchup with those lovely ladies inside that matchup. So, all right. So that is the deal. So we shall see what happens. Like I said, next week it will be the go home shows of all 3 episodes for Raw and SmackDown and NXT before WrestleMania weekend. As you know, Raw and SmackDown for WrestleMania the main card, NXT for Stand and Deliver, and rumor has it that Carmella Hayes and versus Trick Williams will be the main event. So this will, and the storyline had made it such because those two have been together for a long time. We'll see what happens. So that's all the time we have on the show. Episode 1299 is complete. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for your patience. Again, we want to welcome once again, one more time to welcome one more time to German Name 1990 for subscribing to my channel. Thank you for subscribing. Tomorrow is the game of strategy, luck, knowledge, and daring. Bullseye. We'll be playing that for the final time for March 2024 as we head into April. So I'm really excited about it. And tomorrow is also payday, Friday. That means I get paid. But it's going to be a little bit on the rainy side. So I think the rain will probably subside. Let's see. Check the weather. I've always been checking the weather. Right now, it's pretty much on the rainy side. Let's see. Okay, yeah, it feels like rain is gonna. The rain will subside by noontime tomorrow. So there's that. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching. And until the next episode comes rolling around, Mr. Announcer, take us home. Good night, everybody. That is all for today's episode. This is your announcer speaking for Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. A Big Beefy E, doeth for Bob Saget Productions, and in association with a Raven Bofa Telepictures and Distribution. Thank you for watching today's episode. Tune in next time for another episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. Goodbye for now.